Hello, everyone. Oh, boy, talk about struggle bus. Anyway, so I knew that I can't get in my phone first. Anyway, um, because otherwise my camera on my laptop doesn't work. Anyway, it brings me in as a host on my camera. And so anyway, that was a mess, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm so grateful to be here. Hello, my name is Gayle, and my channel is Gayle Designs, and on Wednesdays we sew, and sometimes we bling. And yesterday we were 115 degrees, and I decided I needed a tank top. So I'm going to do this design. This is I created this design. If you'd like to purchase the digital file, the link is in the link to um, the order, the purchase order is in the description of this video. And today I'm going to be doing a a tank top, and I have a navy blue tank top. So, and I decided I was either going to do the blue that I like or purple. And I went with purple because I was going to do, this is a whole ticker tape thing. I was gonna do Violet Volcano because it's a color shifter. For those that don't know, it shifts with blue and purple. However, the purple is exactly the same color purple vinyl, glitter vinyl, because this design is made with glitter, HTV, and bling. And so the volcano matches exactly. So I didn't want that because I want you to be able to read what it says. So I went with grape. And while I was waiting for everything to behave, because I'm still trying to I got into Cricut, but then I can't get the design to load. So while I was waiting and praying and working on being really patient, I did get the bling already brushed in, and so this part is done. And so anyway, I don't even have chat. Here we go. Hey, Stephanie Calloway, welcome in. Hey, Spilling Diversity. Thank you for being here. And I saw Sharon and Precious Pieces. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it looks like Precious Pieces came back. Yay. She's busy today at the school. And so anyway, so how am I doing today? So I have been struggling. It's been almost 2 weeks since my surgery. Dealt with a little bit of infection going on, and I think that broke because I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, 4:47 to be exact, and everything was drenched. And so anyway, and I felt good today. And even though I'm struggling with getting things going, because I didn't even have my laptop on at all yesterday. Welcome in, Qualities Creations. Thank you for coming in. I didn't even have my laptop on yesterday. And I unplugged my Wi-Fi when I'm not using it. And actually when I leave the house or sleeping. So anyway, so all of that stuff, I guess they enjoyed the day off because they didn't want to, they're not very speedy today. Um, so I'm going to do this design on this tank top, and then I'm just going to finish up because I did have planned for today, and I thought I had everything set up, and I just needed to add the description. I didn't even have the thumbnail, I nothing set up. So anyway, yes, I'm doing better. Thank you, Qualities. So my stitches come out on Friday, and then we find out uh, what kind of cancer it was, and if it's the really bad kind, then I will need further surgery. So we're praying. So anyway, so what I had I had plans on doing Snappy Pouch and with some modifications. However, the my order did not come in. So I'm going to finish up this one that I did on started on Saturday and during crafting on a dime's Google Meet that she had with Missouri Star Quilting. This is their pattern. And so, anyway, so I had, so I'm going to finish this up. And this is going to be the basic plan. And so my stitching, you stitch it really close to the edge and then you turn it and then you stitch it again. And thank you, Spilling. And my stitching went too far, and so all of this stuff showed because it's a French seam, and French seams are the tricky part about French seams is is when you turn it, you have to make sure you catch. Thank you, Bonda Creations. Hello and welcome in. The tricky thing about French seams is that you have to, when you do the second part, you have to be able to catch all of the raw edges of this. Otherwise, it shows on your on on this side. So I got together with my family yesterday for lunch because my family from California, they left early this morning. Well, early for them because 2 hours difference, but it was an okay time for us. It's about usual for flights out of our small airport. But anyway, so it's like I just needed one more time with her, and it's just lots of great conversations, really good conversations. So anyway, so I just brought this, and I was taking out the stitching, and while I was there, so that got prepared. But my for what I had planned today, and hopefully it'll come in before next week because I really want to do the modifications for this. And then last week we made the cute little purses, and I did get the bottoms of this one finished. And then I did get the stitching out of this one, and so I'll do the bottoms because see, this is just flat. So I'll fix this, and but I have to change my thread, and I didn't want to change it until I got the snappy. See, I call them snap bands, but I guess they're wait. Oh, slap bands, but they're slap bands. And last week I had mentioned that I want to make like um bag charms or something like that. And look what I did. How cute is that? It's a little tote bag. And and I did do the corners that I need to do for the little bag. So these are so cute. And of course, my little miss that's now here for the summer, she gravitated to that right away. And then when I was talking to my twin granddaughter that has the 1 year old, uh, and she was talking to me about how her 1 year old that just had the birthday, she was just like holding, the quilt block game that I had made. I made that little tote bag for her to put them in. She's walking around with it on her elbow, like a purse. And so I said, this is the perfect size for her. And she goes, yeah, little miss and the baby that lives here now. When I say live here, I mean live in the same city, like just down the road. I don't mean in my home. My home's not big enough for babies. Thank you. Yes, you slap them on your wrist and then they wrap around, and that's why I call them slap bands. And fortunately, I had a package of 100 because that's what I use for my vinyl is as I put them around here, and these are sublimatable. And so anyway, so they slap around. And I had noticed, because these are just a ruler, a retractable ruler that you can get at the hardware store. You can even get them at the dollar store, and then you can cut them up. You just want to make sure that you protect the edge of it when you're using it for sewing. And you want to wrap it. I think you wrap it in duct tape or something that's sturdy, that metal's not going to cut it. And I had found one, and I took a picture of it. I have found one in my package, um, and you can actually see the ruler part through it. So that's definitely not one that I want to use in this, especially with the light fabric, because you could see the numbers through it, and that's going to ruin your project. So anyway, I am um, wait a minute. Let me turn in, because I have no, I have the rhinestones ready, but I can't. I have to get into Cricut to. Um, before I put this up here, y'all can hear me just fine, right? I mean, you're answering me, so you must. Because my phone is my sound, and sometimes the phone volume, even the I'm sorry if I'm making a face. Gail, I am making your template for the shirt you have on now, and you have blinged out and you have blinged out the letters also. I love it. No, this is glitter vinyl. This is HTV. But that is no, this is just vinyl. That's just HTV. But that is in my future. I am in the process of making rhinestone designs. I mean, fully rhinestone designs, not just this. So I need to turn this phone on. And somehow my thing got upside down. So instead of pushing down, I have to push up. Um, I mean, I tried to, when I took it over to my family's to make recordings over there with um, the other great grandma, to do our videos in English and Spanish. I can't get this up. There. Get it in there so it doesn't pop. Spilling and bonded. I still have not made it into to Ollie's, and it's just right down the street. It's right basically on the corner of where our church is. So, all right. So I'm going to turn this camera on and this camera off, because I need to get into Cricut, and I don't want you to just look at nothing. Um, and of course, I can't see chat when I don't really want to mess with that camera, because I had a hard time closing that. Okay, so ignore, I'm pointing to the camera, but you can't see. Okay, so ignore this small picture, because I'm going to be in Cricut trying to get this cut started. I'm done with my bling, so I can put that away. Because otherwise I just have rhinestones. It's still a white screen. Yeah, it was like when I finally got Cricut to open up, um it was doing a update, and it's like usually they let you have an option of clicking on it, and I don't know why this won't open. So Wednesday, happy hump day. Uh, um, I don't know why this won't open. I can bring it up anyway. I got the bling ready for it. I just want to keep moving. Um, so here it comes back up. I click on the design and I can't get it to load to the page. So is school out for all the students now? Oh, funny story. It was yesterday when I went out, because I'm usually not out during the day. And but we were having lunch, um, a family lunch, and I go out and it's like my carport is completely full. The college students um in the house next to me, they were home, and I'm like, is it a holiday? It never occurred to me that college students get summer vacations too. So anyway, my other neighbor, she's a teacher, so she was home too. I was like, oh, it was just so strange to walk out and everybody was home and it was noon. So yeah, sadly, I just get a white screen when I try to open this up, and I don't want to be wasting your time. But I really wanted to make this, and but um, so I want to move on, but I can't really see. I can't see the chat, and I can't really see because my phone is just really teeny tiny. Um, so darn it. At least, hopefully, I can get my other two projects finished. And I think that I just need to um, just move along. Um, and maybe if I get this cut, let me just get it out of my way. If I get this cut, I'll just do a video. I mean, Cricket has to come up sometime. I mean, Cricket is up. The update has been made. I can get into my stuff, the folder, my stuff. I can click on my design, and it just isn't coming up on the canvas. It's just a completely white screen. So I am going to make a executive decision here and say goodbye to Cricut. I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to do that, but this is the design. I can't even see if I'm showing you, but this is the design I was trying to make, and it's going to be in purple on a blue. It's asking me if I want to quit. Yes, because you're not working. It's going to be on a navy blue tank top using grape um, rhinestones. These are SS10s. So that's going to be, I've done this before. Um, on my unbothered shirt is made out of this purple and that color green. I mean that color. I also did one in green, but that color grape. And I did want to use the Violet Volcano because it's a shade shift, a color shifter from purple to blue. but this purple is exactly the same purple as this. So, I wanted it to make sure you can see the difference. And so we're moving on. Um, uh, Let me change. Hi, Jesse. And hi, that to this. Sorry, I couldn't see who's came in. Hey, Tarika. Um, Gayle, did you make the little mini purse keychain from the pattern, or did you do eyeballing? I'll tell you. Okay, so here's my pattern, and I could cut one out and make one. So this, oh geez, so centimeters, because Gail's learning centimeters. So so it's 7 centimeters by 5 centimeters, and you cut three. So you're going to cut two this color and one. I mean, two a front and a back, and then one this, and then the strap. And you could do it however you want. This is how I did mine. And then you cut the strap, and the strap is 2 centimeters by 9 centimeters, and you only need one. And I can cut one out, and I can cut one out and make it. I mean, I plan on making a lot of them. So, so here, so, and I just save all my scrap fleece. I mean, I have fleece, but I mean, this is my scrap that I was due for my little miss because she was using toilet paper, and then key rings, and these are one key rings. And you can use whatever you want. I used whatever I have, and I have the 1 inch key ring. So that's a project there. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and make one of those. Okay, you're at work in the bushes. Was there anything else that I need to go get the deals? The thing is yeah. Uh yeah, I have to, yeah. I had just cashed in. I cashed in my points from Fetch to get a $50 gift card, and because for Walmart, you can also use it at Sam's Club. And I can't get my tea anymore because it's considered sugar. So anyhow, so I'm drinking juice. So if you see me make a face, it's apple juice, and it's quite tart. So, but anyway, but it takes 72 hours for that gift card to get done processing. All right, let me go ahead and do this. Lisa, I'm trying to go to Ollie's. Okay, that was all right. Let's go back here. Wait, did I miss? Hey, Terry. Hi, I said Jesse. Oh, there's Terry Hunt. Welcome in. And if I missed anybody else, I am sorry. Wait, did you just say so you can see it again? See the little tote bag? Thank you, Stephanie. I designed it. It's in my you can check it out in my description. I have a link to place the order. And I'll have them. I haven't updated my website, but I'll also have them already made. So and then There's that. And then the strap, 2 centimeters by 9 centimeters. And then the key ring. It is a little difficult when you have arthritis in your joint in your hands. But I got it done and it looks good. And I love it. So it's a really good one of those scrap buster projects. Did you get it, Spilling? I'm going to move on to the sewing. Hey. Oh, I turned off the wrong camera. Sorry. Wait. Oh, hello. Okay, it says that there. Okay, it says that my camera was on. So I need to turn this camera on. Oh, forgive me. Gosh, it seems like, did I have a vacation or something? I turned the camera on this way. Okay, so yeah, I I didn't. Oh, that's right. So it's been since last Wednesday, but still. Um, so I didn't do. I didn't do. I didn't go live with Laura. Because my because I went and had dinner with my family. I mean, my son and daughter-in-law, they were already gone, but my sister-in-law came in on Wednesday night, and so hopefully I can get this low enough. There we go. I got to change my fan. This one's shut off. So I didn't come on with the Patchett crew um last Thursday because I was with the family, and then I didn't come on Monday night because I was not feeling well. That's the infection was raging, so I needed that rest. All right, so got my white thread in, and that sounded like the hokey pokey. My white bobbin in, da 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 da. Anyway, so now I'm just gonna do really close to the edge. Pinking shears is in my cart. I need to get some pinking shears. And then, but I tried to do a zigzag, but this machine and this material is so thick that it didn't do a good zigzag. It did a really teeny tiny thing. So anyway, so the snap band is really working on as you could see, it is really working on being a snap band. So I need to move this out of my way, um, move it down, and then let's get this going here. These are the Dollar Tree clips. They're kind of bulky to use with sewing, but um, I'm gonna do what I have because, and also want to make sure that your lining fabric underneath is not, that it's laying flat in there. Is my so my situation that I did is because I use the water soluble pen, I have to wash it. I mean, I spray it down and stuff. And so it ended up shrinking, and it was a inch, it turned out to be an inch shorter than the lining. The lining was too big. So I ended up cutting that and going for it because I was trying to get some answers from the pros, and I don't think they were really understanding what I was asking. So I just went with what I know. I knew that the lining was too big, and it didn't matter what size my purse was. It doesn't have to be the size that, you know, you can make it whatever you want. Um, just as long as your proportions are good. So anyhow, so let's see where I need to turn this. All right. Disregard my machine is not broke. I just have tape on it for my markings that I have. So I'm gonna try again a a zigzag stitch. Maybe go a bigger one, and maybe that'll be the one I need. But I'm also gonna do, oh, I know what I did. I can sew even though that should be the way you sew. And just stick with it. I can do better getting to closer to the edge on the other side, but we'll go this way. And I don't have chat open again. Ah, I'm such a newbie. Hey, Brenda, welcome in. So I don't know if you saw my question yesterday. Um, I'm wondering, how's your table? Did you get it put together yet? Your sewing cabinet table? Okay, I just scrolled up. Spilling, are you are you asking me again, or do you to hold it up, or did you get it? So these you don't count. These you don't cut these. You do them just like how I did the little purse, where you do the triangle and stitch across it. Okay. They would be really easy for a and then I just have these little bags, which would be cute, um if you're doing a market, craft fair or something. Um oh gosh. Okay, so that one looks like it worked this time. Hi, Marlies. Welcome in. The table is great. Was it easy to put together, Brenda? Okay, then I'm going to trim. Sorry if you can't see me. I'm going to trim all these hairs, hairs, all these threads so that they're not going to show through the other side. I kind of felt like adding some fray check to this because even though I've trimmed this and trimmed this, touch it, then it more threads pop up. But for a lot of these tiny projects that I do, I find it, I think that it'd be really important for me to get the, um, hey, Robin's Creations. I think it'd be really important for me to get like the pinking shears. All right, so now I'm going to turn it inside out. I mean, out, in, wait, I'm going to, I'm going to turn I'm going to turn it outside, inside out. I was correct. Okay. It just sounds different. I mean, and then you want to make sure that you get to your corners. Um, sorry. You want to bring your corners out. I know. I know you made 3 high yo-yo designs. I know, I saw that, and it's like that's what was confusing about reading the pattern because the pattern was for 3. And I'm like, "This doesn't make sense. Why would you need 3 fat quarters?" It's like you have an outside and an inside. I couldn't see where they were using a 3rd color, you know? But, yeah. So I'm going to be doing some variations. It's just the stuff that I needed for the variations didn't come in and today. So, I mean, by today. So hopefully I'll be able to get it for next week. Okay. Yeah, it'll be a while before I can get that because I now have a lineup of things and I was kind of hoping, because there's this, I think it's a good deal, sewing machine at Sam's Club, and it's less expensive than getting the same one at at it's a brother, and it's a brother sewing quilting machine, and at Sam's Club, and it actually put and and where none of the other, and that's a $50 value. So none of the other ones, like if you get it from Amazon or you get it from Walmart, it doesn't come with that foot. It's an open toe quilting foot. And so I'm going to ask my family. We don't really exchange gifts, but it's like if you want to get me something for my upcoming 70th birthday, but I need you to get it now because it's one of those things. It's not, they're not, it's not gonna, when they sell out, they sell out. And because we're Plus members, we get free shipping. So I'm just moving the bands down so that uh, I don't catch them in the and it's not it's that's not it's not difficult to do that. It is if you catch the edges because these, see, they have this, so you can feel the ruler underneath there, but you can't really feel this in when it's in here. At least I cannot. All right. Forget about the strands. I've got hair. Okay, so then now your next seam is going to capture. You want to make sure you get on the you want to make sure that you get to the edge. I don't know how to explain it. Hey, Melody Thomas, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. So I am going to switch this back to a straight stitch. And you want to make sure that you um, do your back stitch. I might be too far over, but we'll go. All right. Fingers crossed I captured them. Okay, that looks good. I think I have a winner on that side. Okay, so then I'm going to move these back. They be snapping here. So when I go and I buy fabric, just random without a project in mind, I just stand in front of it and whatever makes my heart patter. And this one definitely did. It's pinks and orange and white. It just reminded me of sherbet, and sherbet is good. Cold and refreshing, melts in your mouth. All right, so I'm just clipping that so the snap band stays put. And then I'm rolling that to get that in there. And that it really helped me when I did this, when I ended up marking it, which this side is less of a seam than the other side. You always want to make sure your threads are to the back. Okay. Whoa. Not so straight there, but it'll be fine. I can go over that later if it it's my first one. So that means you keep your first one because it might have things not 100%. All right. You know, Shay told me just to turn it into a zipper pouch. I have yet to do a zipper pouch. I don't have zippers. Um, and I, uh, I have to know what I'm going to make before I go buy a zipper. And, because I can't have random supplies. I'm working on shopping in my own supplies. I can't have just random supplies hanging out here. And so this side I did a little narrower, which then you can see what happens when that. So I will need, I think this is the side that, yeah, this is the side I was going to do anyway, because I did have a little hump there. So I will need to do another stitch. Um, just to capture those corners. I will try and snip it and see if I can get up in there, and I probably can. Yeah. So I was able to snip those out of there. I still need to bring this corner out a little bit better, but I love it. It's cute. And so I will be in my mind because I've watched enough videos of the zippers. I could now I can put zippers in clothing. I've done even invisible zippers. I've just never did it for the craft thing. All right, so this camera overlays on that one, but there you go. You can see it. Thank you, Yo Yo. Yeah, so this is from Walmart, the $1.47, and both of them. And so you open it. Let me see if I can get in the camera. Oh, my camera's fading out there. So then you just open it like that. So that's the one project that I had on the agenda. Oh my goodness, my hair is falling out. I hate that part. Even though I didn't have radiation, it still falls out. All right, so let's see. Now, I did check this out. Oh, if I'm going to make a pouch out of this one, I mean a little key thing out of that, then I do need to change the. Yeah, let's go ahead and so I'll change the thread because then I'll make a little one of these out of this fabric. And so I need to change my dark thread, and then we can finish up this one as well. Um, and my great granddaughter just loves this one. Let me let me switch these because I have a hard time with that camera. My interrogation light. So anyway, so this one is completed, all ready to go. And my great granddaughter, my little miss that moved back here, is she loves this one. So, and I'll be making her baby sister one in purple, and it's just perfect. It's just perfect for her rattles, and she can hold this. She's 8 months old. She's not walking, but um, she she can hold it. All right, so I am switching to the darker thread. Anyway. And so if you're on my Facebook, you saw me announce, "Hi, Geneva." You have all these fabrics too. Well, I just realized when I was taking the photographs of of this one and the bees, I was like, oh, I made both of them in they're pollinators. Both the butterflies and the bees are pollinators, and I said I should call it my Save the Food collection, because they're pollinators. So um yeah, I had just when I had seen, so I was looking for all over fabric because I don't have things that are like all over non-directional. Thank you, Yo-Yo. I made this design. It's using HTV vinyl for the lettering and then the bling scatter. And I have the link in my description of the video if you'd like to order the digital design. And I I have photos. I just have to put them in my actual website for a completed shirt. I'm not putting digital designs in my website because it I use Square and it doesn't you don't do it. You have to add an extra app to it, and I can't do an extra app. I can't pay for an extra app. So we'll do I'll just do selling the digital designs on the side. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this, and so the move this out of the way. So these wait, yeah. So these little scraps, I should um these little scraps. Well, one of them I did check that out. Anyway, you can get these straps out of that's those scraps. Um So, and if you're just coming in, my my great granddaughter that just had her first birthday, and that I made the quilt block game for. She loves. She plays with the blocks. She hasn't been. I don't know if she's been shown how to um, colors or anything like that yet, but she loves to carry the purse because she's walking and she's in her purse era. So she carries that. So let me iron my scraps here. Mhm. And I'm sorry if you came in for the bling. Um, I was making this design. I did get the bling brushed in, but Cricut was my design was not behaving. Cricut was not behaving in loading my design so I can cut the vinyl. Um, so I will be doing that later. I might do it as a video because I need to do videos. Oh, I had I had seen this gal that I follow. She's and I forgot what European country she's in, but I just love her accent. And she did a reel as she does everything is a short, so she's cutting and she goes, I just hate it when she says, stop asking for people to subscribe and follow you. That's so tacky. If you agree, please subscribe and follow me. I thought that was so funny. It's like, and it's just so cute with her accent. So we just need one strap, and this is still a scrap big enough for. Oh, and I am gonna need. Okay, so let's toss that. So that's my strap, and so please like, follow, and subscribe. And so this would be my base. All about that base. You probably couldn't even hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thank you. Okay, that's really good. I don't know why my phone is doing that. It's shutting off. I had caught it before. I saw that it was going dark, and I tapped it. But now let me get this back up here. So hello, Dipper Browning, and as I was saying, I didn't enter the drawings last night. I just entered my name once, and it was funny to see that it was coming up a couple of times when I only did it once per giveaway on Craftable Things channel. And my twin granddaughters are um Gemini. And so it's like if I won, I wanted you to accept it for me, because I couldn't just win one, when I have twins and they live together. So anyway, so but hopefully all those that won either are Gemini or they have a Gemini they can gift it to. Because that's the only way when it's not my size, that's the only way that reason why I would enter any of the giveaways is if I can gift it to a family member. Which my daughter-in-law, she usually gets them because that's her size. Thanks, Precious. Yeah, I was noticing that and so I didn't know if it was coming across on camera like that, but yeah, and you know what this is? So this is a pink multicolor Cricut glitter HTV, and then this is rose. It's not even AB, and it's just popping. I mean, yeah, I know, Deborah. Yeah, I wanted you to have it, but okay. So there is that, and then so I have my base, the bottom, and I have the strap. And now let me get um let's get some butterflies in here. This one I don't need to. Thank you, Deborah. I designed it. It's in my the description. The digital design is in the description under my video for the digital design order form. I remembered the real name for it. I can't even see that. I'm trying to be really light with this. So I did order is it called friction, the friction pin? I think it dissolves, the marks go away with the heat when you iron it, versus this one, I have to spray it with water, and that caused shrinkage on my quilted part of this. So I had to cut the lining part down in order for everything to work out. So let me put my pattern away before I lose it. All right. So this is centimeters, but let's see. So it is actually almost, so it's 2 7/8 long. And you can really just make up your own, and it's 2 1/8 wide. And then the strap, if you want to do inches, is 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 and by 1 inch. But you can, like I said, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so um we take the base, and you're going to stitch one of your fronts or your backs. Let me change the camera. Okay, so you have your the bottom, and then one of your, either your front or your back, whichever, and then you're going to stitch along the back bottom. Quarter-inch seam, back stitch. I have to keep track of my, and then again with the matching up the on the bottom, and I want to make sure my butterfly is the right direction. And then, so you're always going to attach it to the bottom. And my, okay. Okay. So then this is what you have. I'm going to press the seams open, and And then I'm going to go ahead and press this. And just like any other strap, if you're familiar, you're going to fold it in half and press it, and then fold up the sides into that fold. Hey, Kelly, welcome in. And are you back from your vacation? So this is what I'm making now. Okay, you could probably hear me now. Oh, I can't see chat. Hope you're not a palm reader. That was the palm of my hand. Can you hear me now? So, the California elections was yesterday, and because I have a California phone number still, I mean, I'm not going to change it because everything, phone number, and I should change it because South, excuse me, trying to get this up here. So, South Texas area code is 956, and my California phone number is 916. So, um, so okay, Kelly, I saw your video, your shopping video. I didn't watch it yet. Sorry, I'm trying to get this up in here. There. All right. Thank you, Geneva. And now let's get that down to the table. All right. So again, I'm gonna have to just keep my eye on this thing. It keeps wanting to. Oh, now you can see there. Okay, so I'm making this little keychain tote, and I've got the front, the back, and the bottom stitched together. It's gonna be so cute. This is what's difficult for me with the arthritic wrists. But I got it done. Now I'm going to stitch it. And then this you just match it up and stitch it. And I make sure that my you can see people now. Were you sick? Oh wait, did something in my stream disappear? It was crazy, not sure what happened. Um, could very well be my craziness that's happening here. So they sent out, not that there's any hurricanes here. I mean, they just sent out the reminder that I guess June 1st is when hurricane awareness happens, so where the season starts. So they sent out all the things to make sure you have to ready your house. So, no. So the last one that actually, well, I shouldn't say that because I was having surgery on the day that the last one happened, and we just had side effects from it because it actually went to Houston. It went around us. But the last one that actually hit here was 2020. Was it 2020? My kids got their house in 2020, just as shutdown happened. Yes, and so it was that same year that it actually hit. It did some damage to their house, and it did some damage to their fence. The neighbor did replace the fence ASAP because he's got dogs, and at the time my son had a dog. But anyway, he replaced the fence. He didn't even wait for insurance. Oh, let me get the camera. Let me get this where you can see it. Okay, so what I did was I matched up the seams here, um, so that it looks nice. I see my blue dot. And so then take that out, and you want to lock in your stitch. Kelly, were you talking about my live stream here, or something happened? My camera, the camera shut down. I don't know why it's doing that. It keeps like timing out. I wonder if something happened because my granddaughter had changed, because everything was going to Google, and it was telling me I was running out of space. I had to pay and all this kind of stuff. and she switched it to where everything goes to my phone. So that's why I got a bigger phone. I mean, a new phone was so that it would, because I needed more memory, and it wasn't going to my phone memory. It was going to Google, which was always running out of room. I don't even use my Gmail anymore because there was no room. I used to not be tech challenged, but I surrendered. I am tech challenged with this new stuff. Good grief. And my son says he's ready to go back to having a wall from me. Okay, so I stitched my edges, and then you're going to take and grab grab your point here, and just I just put it to the side, the seam to the side, and then is the chat moving? The last thing I see was 5 minutes ago, and Kelly said it was crazy, not sure what happened. And I haven't seen anybody chatting since then. So then just going to stitch across the bottom here. Yeah, so I'm thinking I need to save for a new laptop before I get a new sewing machine. Just because this is kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, so I just did just a little corner. And this is this kind of corner that I need to make on, and I make sure that my seams go the same direction. And this is this kind of seam, I mean the little corner that I need to do to make my flat bottom on the little purse. You don't you don't you don't cut out a square on those. Okay, thank you, Brenda. I was getting worried because I put out a SOS and then still nobody was responding. I'm like, nice to know you're not alone. There's 10 people. So the way I was feeling yesterday, of course, it was 115. So who really can tell what they're feeling? But the way I was feeling physically, because I was really drained, um, I was thinking, oh, it's like I need to wait, not do a show. And then it's just like, but I need you guys. And darn it, it's going out again. Okay. Hopefully you can still hear me because the phone was disappearing again. All right. I am so happy. Look how cute. So this is new to me, is making these kind of things, you know, and so this is just so cute, and and it's just a little scrap of fabric, you know. So then now I'm going to stitch my strap. So Brenda, are you enjoying the sewing table? I need to get rid of a few more things here and then totally convert this that whole wall there. Not sure if I'm getting rid of the table and chairs because I might need that. I might set up the sewing and embroidery over there. And then I'll have to figure out the camera. At least the ceiling light there works. The ceiling fan works here, but I have the kind of bulbs that are not they're the kind that flicker. I need to change back to incandescent light. That's what is is happy. So because this is so skinny, it just fits right in there. Try and do the edge, and it's a little difficult to do the back one. All right, so let's see what I ended up with because it's so tiny. Of course, I can't see. It's dead. Okay. Now, when we're done with that for right now, then we take some batting. And get my key ring because I'm about to forget that. So my little miss, I'm going to teach her how to sew. So she was really excited because she didn't. This is all stuff that we planned for her summer um, before she got here. But she has expressed wanting to sew. So she was when we told her last night, and she was really excited, and she was like, um, "Gayle, you are an enabler. I brought that machine." Oh, who is that? Geneva. Oh, I'm an enabler, huh? Well, let me know when you get it and how you like it because I think it's a really good deal. I did research, that machine, and because the one at Sam's Club, and I'm sorry, I'll get back to the other thing, but oh, you know what I forgot to do was press. I forgot to press the top things. So we'll just fold it in. But anyway, so I had checked, I had checked the other machine, I put in that code, the model, and and the one at Amazon and the one at Walmart does not have the C after it, and they do not include um that open toe quilting foot with that's a $50 value. And so they do not include that. So that will be something that, if you get it at Walmart or Amazon, you're actually paying, I think it was like $30 more. Plus then you'd have to order that. So it is a good deal. I'm glad you got it. I'm hoping that I get it too before I haven't even, because other family was there yesterday, and I didn't see my son. Wednesday night is our usual family dinner, which I don't know if we're going to do it tonight or not, but that's when I see my son. Um, but it was important to me to see. Um, and then my granddaughter um, came over too with the baby and the other kids that used to live here. So she's got them for the summer. Anyway, so it was good lunch. Oh, um, yeah, and I think, because of the quilting, I think it's gonna be like the stippling kind of stuff. I mean, it has a whole lot of stitches, and I'm sorry I can't check it out right. I do have it, and I'll have to bring it. Well, but anyway, if you have a Savins Club account, just type in the search bar brother sewing machine. It's actually the only one that comes up. And um but it's a good deal. I mean, it's what is it, Geneva? $149, something like that. So then you just stick this in here. Okay. Welcome in, Stacy. And you can't see the comments because you're working, right? It's not because they're not here, right? Yeah, 149. And the other one, I mean, I was really surprised. But so, but they do get those specials in like that. So I almost stuck the pin in the other topic. So I kind of, and you can make the straps longer if you want them to be. Oh, look at that. I almost forgot this. Um, So getting back to my little miss, when she found out that she was going to learn sewing, and she was jumping up and down, and she says, I want to do this, I want to do that, and she wants to make a hat, and she wants to make this, and she wants to make that. That is none of the projects that I had planned for her, but she's a designer. She's got clothes on her mind. I'm sorry, baby girl. You're going to learn how to make a cat toy first. I'm going to have her stitching straight lines on paper, doing circles on paper without thread, just like I learned. It's like you got to learn how to sew before you learn how to make. So I'm bringing in the strap a little closer there. So I'm excited for you, Geneva. You keep in touch with me about that. I need to turn this. So look, this makes a great pin cushion too. Okay, and so as far as like the table that Brenda and I talk about, that's Craftable Things. And it wasn't that she was promoting it or anything. It caught my eye and it caught Brenda's eye. And Brenda just jumped on it and ordered it. It's a nice cabinet. Um, and then the top opens up. Oh, great. Okay, am I back? I started to say, so yesterday was California's elections. So because I still have a California phone number, I keep getting all those messages. And it's like, I have not been in California. I have not been a California resident for 4 years. Lose my number, folks. But I don't, I can't vote with you. I don't care. But I do care because I still have family and I have friends there. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, every time I get a text, my phone goes out. So, and if I set it to, if I set it to do not disturb, then my sound, then I won't have sound. So, and hopefully you just heard what I was saying. Okay. This is such a cutie patootie. Okay. And then you just stitch across the top here. I say just stitch, but that's like, to me, the hardest part because the batting. And I go back and forth on the straps. They're adorable. So I can use them as key rings or bag charms. Make sure. See, that happened to me the other day too. Is I didn't catch the back in there. So I will pull that up and stitch it again. This one I didn't put as much batting up to the top so that it was easier to make that to do this stitch. This one I really stuffed it. But so I'm going to stitch this again so that I can catch the back side of it. They are adorable. And so this is my first little bag charm, you know, and um, uh, you could do it, you can add more themes to it, you know, some bedazzle kind of stuff. And anyway, um, it's my first, so there will be more and more different ones as I explore my creativity. And I'm trying to get this. So there you have it. And so again, it's just measurements, and you can do whatever measurements you want. The measurements that for these that I made, and, and like they turned out, excuse me, because I did this one, I folded under a 1/4 inch. This one I stuffed more, so it's a little shorter. and uh and I didn't I just tucked under, so it's probably a little bit more, but they're not too bad, not too much difference in size. But anyway, so these are, try and get it to where it's in the camera. Um, so I did 7 meters, 7 centimeters by 5 centimeters, which in inches it comes out to be 2 and 7/8, or is that a quarter? 3/4. 1, 2, 3/4. 2 and 3/4, and by I'm sorry, you're not even seeing what I'm measuring here. By 2 inches, and then the strap is 2 centimeters by 9 centimeters, or 3 inches, just a smidge. Might as well say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Again, you can do it however you want. Um, and then by 7/8 wide. So that's what those are. Okay, so then just I have how long have been um oh, hour 45. That's about my usual time. But I just have one more thing to finish, and it's this bag. And and I had discovered that how I can do this, because it's just making the corners. And so I just wait. Thank you, Geneva. Thank you, Retired Crafting. So, because this is just making those, pinching those quarters, and I think it's 3 centimeters. Um, and where did my notebook? Oh, here. No. Yeah. Nope. I think it was 3 centimeters. Draw a line across 3 centimeters up. Okay. Okay. So discovered the way you do this is you pinch the corner, and then I match this seam with this seam. Because I did it, but then it was not not centered correctly, and so it was off. And even though nobody sees the bottom of it, of your purse, it made it lopsided. It made it like one side was forward and one side was back. So it didn't, you can tell that way. Okay, so I stuck it in the center of this seam, and it came out this way. And so now that is even, and I can't really stick my pin through that. So then it's 3 centimeters, which I have a tape measure. So it's 3 centimeters, and I could see my marking is still there. But I actually need to go above that for 3 centimeters. And then you just go straight across. And I'll be making more of these, because now that this is like the hardest part, was figuring out how to do the bottom so that it sits up, and it gives it more of a cute shape. And this is the perfect size for my little ones. And you can actually the make it bigger. So this started off with like a 26 or 27-inch square, and then a 9.5-inch plate that you draw the circle around. Um, don't quote me on the square, because I didn't do that. I went straight to making a 10.03 circle. Let my Cricut do the math. And so, but that was last week's video, and I did figure out stuck on long enough to figure out the how to do the bottom correctly. But I may be experimenting with different sizes. Because how cute would that be to have like a mommy and me type purse? And with my great granddaughter that just turned 1, Friday, she's in her purse era, and she her mom always has the head wrap on her, and so it's like I think it would be really cute to make a matching head wrap and purse set. Then her mom could figure out the rest, what she's gonna wear with it. So she is expecting her second baby. And so she made the announcement after her daughter's birthday. And so I got two more on the way, number 6 and number 7. Number 6 is due in December and 7 is due in January. What's a Gigi gonna do? And they're all in Texas. And they're all here in Texas. So again, just draw a straight line. Stitch a straight line. And you can't see. I have to watch a notification for somebody's video just popped up. So hopefully it doesn't kick me out. All right. Moment of truth. Oh, perfect. My seam. And this one's off. It felt off because I didn't even draw a line. I just said, oh, I see a crease from that. So this one is off. So I will be redoing that, even though, let me see. See, here's the stitch line here, and here's the center here. Yeah, I felt it was off, and it's not noticeable this way, but I am going to. There we go. I am going to fix that because I can't do that. Because I do want to get this correct. That's the good one. Here's the one. See, I did too much. I went over too much. And but I do want to conquer this because I do want to make these and sell them in my website. Yeah, you can see the difference. But anyway, so these are good because the seams are totally enclosed. There's nothing, you don't need to have a lining. This is the lining. And so yeah, so I did a complete tutorial. Oh yeah, you could see. So this is the good one. And then see, I did too much here. It's it's crooked. I needed to go more this way. Actually, I needed to go from here to there. So this is the 3 centimeters and this is wider than 3 centimeters. So that's what made the difference. So thank you, Terry. So anyway, but yeah, this is so cute. And so um so here's what we did today. Did this, we finished this up because I needed to finish this up. The project I had in mind today, my stuff, my supplies didn't come in. And then I finished up my snap band pouch from Saturday's class. And it was open to everybody, not just members and or school. And so it's a and again, French seams. It's Missouri Star quilt. Thank you, Bonded. So I'll be doing more of these. And so what I had planned to do today for my show was for my live, I call it a show. Hopefully it's entertaining enough for you. So um, I had planned on doing this with different variations to it, but I needed to finish this one. And the reason I couldn't finish it before was because um, I used the water soluble ink to draw out my quilted pattern. And this is my first time doing the diamond, because usually I do just the stripes and or the squares. I can't reach. I got too much stuff on top of my things, but anyway, so my first time doing the diamond, so that added to shrinkage. And then when I washed out the ink before I added this, um, it shrank. It didn't shrink widthwise, it shrank lengthwise. And so then it didn't fit this anymore. This was too long. So I went ahead and cut this down so that this would fit. So anyway, so but I like it. I really like it. And so I will be doing more of these and doing some different variations of it. And so that's what I did. So finished this one from last week, finished this one from Saturday, and a future project with variations when supplies come in. And then this was something I had made while I was figuring out that I used the scraps from that fabric, and then I made this one live today, and I made sure it had a butterfly going up. Now I did plan the bling. I did plan on doing this shirt as because we're we're in summer now, I mean, we have summer temperatures that what some of y'all would call summer temperatures, we stay in the hundreds. So anyway, yesterday was 115. I was out in it. Normally I'm not, but my California family was going back to California this morning, so I wanted to have one more lunchtime with them before they left. And so I was out and I had to get gas, and whew, it was a whole hot mess. So I said, I need some tank tops. And I love this design. And I play the song all the time, Jesus in my coffee. That's all I need, just Jesus in my coffee. And so anyway, so I have a navy blue tank top, and I am going to be, I went and turned this camera off. So I have a navy blue tank top, and then I'm going to use this purple glitter. And I've already, while I was waiting for Cricut to load, I was blinging because I needed to stay calm. So I was brushing in my stones for the scatter. So this is ready. And and I was planning on doing, because it's a navy blue shirt. It's the purple vinyl. I was going to do the violet volcano um, rhinestones because it's a color shift from purple to blue, but this purple is exactly the same color as this, so I didn't want that. So I brushed it in using grape. If you don't have grape, violet ice is another. It's very similar to this. It's just lighter. It's just very little bit lighter than grape. But either one will work. And whatever you want actually will work. It's your design. But this design is available as a digital file. And have to load the finished ones for those that don't bling. And they want to purchase a t-shirt already made. We can work out colors, and I do have to load it in my website. But anyway, so that's what I had planned. And because I couldn't bring up my design in Cricut, it was just a white screen. I could bring up Cricut, had no problem bringing up Cricut. Had to wait for an update per usual. But anyway, so that's what I had planned. And like I said, I may go ahead and just do this as a video because I need to do some videos. I'm at the start of the show, I was at 451. 500 would be great. But I won't be tacky and say, please like, subscribe, and please like, subscribe. What is the other thing? Follow? Please follow, like, and subscribe. But anyway, I love you all, and I am so happy to be here because I really needed to be here taking Monday night off. That was my first time ever taking Monday night off. But I had to. This infection in my stitches was flaring and is making me dizzy. Not good. I think I broke that because I woke up in a puddle this morning at 4 o'clock. And so anyway, I just really appreciate y'all hanging in here with me, and just peace, love, be kind. And if it's hot where you're at, stay cool. And let's see, yeah. So Patch Hat Crew is tomorrow. And then of course Monday night, Night Owl Crafting. It's 9:15 Central. Patch Hat Crew is Thursdays, 5 p.m. Central. And it looked like I glitched there, but anyway. All right. Bye, y'all.